Okay, so I was driving around today and I passed this house, kind of a modern design. This is built based on a real house, and it was kind of green colored. So I used green clay, and let's just go around. I use prismarine here for the top off the roof, and so it's got an indoor swimming pool, and then come around here on the back. Uh, I put a arboretum or whatever you call that for to grow trees indoors. Uh, so let's go in. Haven't really done any interior decorating, but the main thing I noticed about this house was it had a carport right in front, and it had this big support that seemed like it was mossy stone blocks. So here's the interior. We're going to have to come back in another video and fill this in. So here's the pool, which looks pretty nice. So let's go ahead and get started with our build. Okay, so let's get started. Let's review our materials. First we have dark prismarine, green hardened clay, mossy stone bricks, black stained glass panes, jungle door, stone slabs, and oak wood slabs. And we might need some other things as we go along, but let's go ahead and get started with this. So we're going to go down here and we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to come out 4. And then we're just going to circle around and fill this in. And then we're going to bring this up 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to provide the support for the parking structure, or carport, I guess you want to call it. And we don't need to worry about filling in the middle, so we'll just fill it all the way around. And then at the very top, we'll go ahead and fill in the center. Okay, so there's our structure for the carport. So we're going to go over here and switch to our wood slabs and start along the bottom. And then we want to have it wrap around. And it's going to wrap around on both sides. And then we're going to have it come back to the house. So let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we'll say. So we're going to start our house out of the green hardened clay. Let's see if this matches up right. And that does, that matches up right. And so I'm going to skip 2 from that column there, 1, 2. And then we're going to put green hardened clay there. And at the top, we're going to put our prismarine blocks. So we'll just connect those. And then we're also going to put the prismarine down here. And then we'll go over here and we're going to put our jungle doors right there. Let's put them inward, like that. Okay, so now I'm going to come over here and we're going to extend our green clay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're going to raise these 2, 3, 4, And then the top one, oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, so the top one, we're going to put the prismarine, and so let's go ahead and connect these. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do the same over here. So I'm going to come down and then put some green hardened clay, 2, 3, 4, and then for the fifth one, we're going to put the prismarine, and we're going to do the same thing over here. And let's go ahead and connect those. Didn't want to do that. Alright, so now we can go over here before we start filling in our windows and so forth. And this side we're just going to have come straight out. So let's go over here and we'll start there. And we'll go out, let's see, 1, 2, 3. We'll go out about 10 blocks, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then same thing, so we're going to top it off with the prismarine, and then we'll just connect these up. Now over on this side, we're going to put a little decorative thing. We're going to put 2 blocks of, or 2 by 2 of mossy stone, and just have that come up all the way up to the top of the house. And we'll just have it match up over there. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. So now we're going to put in our front windows. Okay, so we're going to put in our windows, and before we do that, let's go ahead and put one more row of clay underneath here. And you know, where you put the windows, it doesn't really matter, just for taste. I like some big windows in the front, so we'll go ahead and leave that one. And then I guess we'll go ahead and leave this one too. So we're going to use black pane glass. Like that. And so we get a nice big window over there. And the pane glass is nice because it kind of sits in inward from the front, so that looks pretty good. So we'll go over here and let's fill in some of these areas. Sometimes it's good to have some variety, so you don't have to have everything exactly symmetrical. So we're going to break one off right there, and then let's go ahead and fill these in. So this one we've got a 1 by 2 window, and then this one on the side, well, first of all, let's fill in the top there. But this one, I'm going to make a big old window, so we'll just put glass panes all along, well, not up there. Alright, so now we're almost done with the front of the house. The only thing we need to do now is put something above these doors. So I'm going to go up and over and see what we can do back there. The easy thing to do is to simply put more green clay, and let's try putting some prismarine across the top of the doors like that. Alright, so now we need to do our side and back walls. So I'm just going back as far as I want. We'll put some doors to the backyard right there. And let's kind of start connecting up over on this side. Let's see. Okay, so all right, so that worked out pretty well. So let's go ahead and raise this. And then we'll connect up from here. And then let's do the same over here. So what we're going to do in the back is I think I'll throw in a swimming pool. Let's make it indoors. And then we're going to throw in an arboreum, I guess you'd call it, which would be for trees. Let's see, so where we're going to put the tree thing is I'm going to put it right here. So I'm going to block off where that's going to be, and let's grab some trees, saplings. So let's see, we're going to need, what should we put? Let's just go with oak, and we're also going to need bone meal. Okay, so first let's plant a couple of oak trees. Let's put one right there and give the other one some space. And then let's throw a couple of bone meals on. Might want to get out of the way. I don't know if that one's going to work. Well, it did. Okay, so there's our trees. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some plain glass. And we're going to wall off those trees from the house with the plain glass. If I can have to trim a little bit here. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Just like that. Okay, so we're going to fill in the middle of this with clay. So that'll give us a nice view from inside the house. And then we're going to top this off with the prismarine blocks. Okay, so on this side, let's see, I guess we'll go ahead and put some glass blocks here too. Because I kind of want that interior, so let's put glass right on this side. Then we'll have it square off with the glass that's on the inside of the house. And trim these off. I mean, this is kind of a, I want to give the impression it's kind of the interior of the house. Okay, so we're going to put 3 high glass. Let's see, where did we put it to right? Well, didn't want to do that. Okay, so I'll put it to right there. Let's see, did I fill that in completely? Okay, so now we're going to come around with this dark prismarine. Hopefully those are good enough light, but so then let's see. So we're going to put dark clay or green clay. Mark off a wall over there, and then we're going to have these match up. So we need our clay. See, we don't need the top one there. I guess we'll get rid of those. So what I'm going to do is have it match up here. And then I'm going to put some prismarine right there. And then this one's going to be lined up with glass. And so is this one. Like that. And there's a door type I want to get. So let's go over here. I think I want the oak door. In this particular, yeah, that's perfect. See, the oak door is like wood with glass panes. So that will work good. And let's see, over here, we'll just leave it like that, give the tree some room. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up over here. So I'm going to put double and then connect this up. And then we'll connect up over here. And let's see, we're going to have a 2. Let's do 1, 2. And then we're going to go back to our black glass panes. And now we need to figure out where we're going to put the pool. I guess I should finish off the. We need to finish off the prismarine on top of the outside of the roof. Okay, so I think this is probably a good spot for the pool. So what we're going to use for the pool is, let's go ahead and start. I guess we could use quartz. I'm going to use light blue clay. Where's light blue clay? Where's that clay? Cyan, let's see. Okay, light blue clay. So let's go ahead and start that. So I want to kind of have the pool by the window. And it's not going to be too big, but I didn't want to do that. When you're making this for real, you can make yours bigger. Okay, for the size of the pool, let's go ahead and use quartz, if I can find it. Okay, so we're going to use quartz here. Let's see, just to make it symmetrical around. And let's see, since it's a pool, okay, so since it's a pool, I'm going to fill in with plain glass on this far window. So, in fact, we'll just leave it completely open like this. Because if you had a pool there, you probably want to let in a lot of light. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and grab some water and fill in the pool. Don't want to do that. Okay. Okay, so there's our pool. And, you know, we might want to fill in with prismarine here, just to keep up with the style of the house. Let's see, so we're going to need a wall to go in there. So let's go ahead with our lime clay. Put a window there. And we'll have some more windows, or maybe you want to keep it, since we've got glass there, I guess we'll go ahead and keep that open. And so what we're going to do over here, you know, I think I'm going to move this back because that looks kind of awkward. Okay, so we'll go ahead and let's see, I want, where's our glass? So I'm going to get plain stained glass blocks and fill that in there, and then put some right here. Okay, so we'll go back to our clay and seal off this part from the rest of the house. And I got to fill in that part of the floor that I screwed up. Let's see, right here I'm going to put black glass block. So we just need some flooring over here, so I'm just going to fill that in right there. And we'll go ahead and fill that in. And then I'm going to put another one of those oak doors. So let's go ahead and grab an oak door. And there you go. So there's our indoor swimming pool, which we're going to need to cover with the roof. And we'll probably leave, let's put a skylight in there. So I'm going to use stone slabs. Let's see, stone slabs. And let's go ahead and start filling this in. So we're going to start right there. And let's see, where's the pool? I want to kind of leave it, I don't want that low. Okay, so we can put those there. Okay, so now I want to fill this with glass, and we're going to go ahead and put black stained glass. Let's see, I guess it's not going to work. Well, what are we going to do? There's our... well, I guess we could use plain glass. Let's see. I don't think the panes, I don't think it'll let you stick it there. So let's see if, okay, so I'm going to go to 9, which is my plain glass. Okay, so it'll be elevated, but that's okay. It'll let a lot of light in here, which will be really nice. Okay, so that's pretty nice. That's a pretty cool swimming pool. So let's go ahead and start working on the floors here. And for the floors, we're just going to use, instead of planks, we're going to use, or instead of planks, instead of a slab, we're going to use oak planks for the floor of the rest of the house. And this is kind of tedious, so I think I'm going to... Okay, so I just filled in the floor with oak wood planks. We need to go in and finish this window over here. So I'm going to put some clay in, and right next to this glass I'm going to put some clay. And then we're going to go back to our black glass panes to make it fit in with the rest of the house. And we'll just put a couple of windows here. And then we need to do our rear doors. Let's see. So first of all, I'm going to, let's see, cut across with some more prismarine, and then let's figure out what kind of door we're going to use. I think I want a different kind of door. I'm going to go with the spruce door for the back. So we'll just fill those more like that. I think I want them inside like that. Let's see, did that work? Yeah, that works. Sounds like our pool is not quite level. I hear some water flowing, but that's a minor concern, so we'll fix that up later. So the next thing is to do is just fill in the roof. And so I might put in a few skylights here and there, but I'm going to go over here and go back to our stone slabs, which is always a good roofing material. And we're just going to fill this in all around. And this is another tedious thing, so probably pause the video and go ahead and fill this in, because you probably don't want to sit here watching me put all those slabs. So I filled in the roof here, and I left some spots for skylights, which I used white stained glass for that. Could want to furnish it, probably need some more light in here than what we've got. Let's put some sea lanterns. Let's put a few sea lanterns around here by the door. Probably want one around here. Sounds like it's raining outside. And we might want some sea lanterns around our swimming pool as well, so you can use this at night. Let's see, I'm going to fix that water. I think that should do it. Okay, so that's basically it for our design. One thing right here is to go ahead and put in our driveway, and for that we're going to use stone slabs, and we also need to fill in this area up here. Because this is a carport area, so it's got to give some shade. Okay, so there's our carport, and then so basically the idea is just to fill in the driveway. So I'm going to fill in the driveway and then put some bushes for decoration, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I filled in the driveway and planted a few trees out front. Let's see, let's go up. Just planted some grass and some trees. Fertilized with bone meal, actually. So that's basically it for the build. I connected up the driveway along the front, so it'd be kind of like a sidewalk. And I guess we could fix this up by adding a road and so forth. So that's basically it, and we'll see you next time.